Let's get started with ratios and proportions by looking at some basic definitions. A ratio is simply a relationship between two quantities. There are several ways that we can note a ratio. First, we might use just numbers and symbols with the colon. We would read this as 3 to 2. Ratios can have units associated with them, so we might think about a recipe for a trail mix and have 3 parts nuts to 2 parts dried fruit. The units don't have to match. We could say we have 3 miles for every 2 hours. All of these would be ratios. We often talk about ratios and proportions at the same time. A proportion is just a statement that 2 pairs of amounts are in the same ratio. So back to our trail mix, 3 parts nuts and 2 parts dried fruit are in the same ratio as 6 parts nuts and 4 parts dried fruit. If I were to prepare both of these, they would look the same, except for the total amount, and they would taste the same. We say that this is a proportional relationship, and that these are equivalent ratios. If I were to change my recipe and instead of 3 parts nuts and 2 parts dried fruit and make it 1 part nuts and 2 parts dried fruit, it would look different and taste different from the original recipe, and it would not be a proportional relationship. Often in math, we're tasked with solving a proportion. So here you can see that one number is missing. This proportion might have come from the following problem. My favorite trail mix recipe calls for 3 parts nuts for every 2 parts of dried fruit. I want to use all 9 cups of nuts that are in my pantry. How many cups of dried fruit do I need to make my favorite trail mix? There are lots of different ways to solve a proportion, and what we're simply trying to do is figure out what that missing number is. So in this case, that my large batch of trail mix would look the same and taste the same as my original recipe.